What's going on, everybody? It's Childish back at it again, coming at you with another Summoner's War video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the master request here. And if you have been waiting around to see if it gets a little bit better for the Summoner's War community, it has. And I'm here to tell you why. I want to give a big shout out to Bakers because once again, he was one of the first people out there on the North America server to get that master's quest done. He's been kind of keeping track of all the materials and everything that you need to get it done, and basically seen the adjustment and essentially written down the information as far as the overall requirements goes between the actual master promotion quest before Katana and after Katana. So in today's video, that's what we're going to be taking a look at and focusing on that. And again, as always, fam, if you guys are excited about that, y'all know what to do. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you guys know when the next video drops. Okay, so here it is, guys. If you haven't seen it already, for those of you guys that are on the global server and haven't really jumped into it, the master request or master promotion request, without question, literally one of the most disgusting quests of all time. The amount of materials you're going to be blown away that you need of this is just outrageously crazy. It's not just the overall, finished materials, but just the amount of raw materials that comes into play. This is something that I believe as a free-to-play player was something that it was really discouraged, to do because of the fact of just the sheer fact of the material costs, the farming involved, and then the overall just gold cost. I mean, it was crazy. It was ridiculous. And to be fair, it's still really up there. But I will say this now, with all the recent changes that they've done over the last month to include some of the adjustments that they made, post Katana with the actual raw materials here. Now I'm really excited because, again, now I'm going to be able to get it done a little bit quicker. And so, yeah, for that, I am grateful here. So, again, I got a couple of things to show you guys. We're going to go ahead and take a little sneak peek of what we got going on here. This particular list, if I can put it over here on the right, let me see if I can zoom in so you guys can see what is going on here. Can I zoom in? There we go. So zooming in a little bit. See if we can do it one more time here. Can we do it one more time? No, apparently that's all we got here. So let me go ahead and say, I think you guys can probably see it right now, but if you can't, essentially what we're looking at is all the material that you need to craft to complete the promotion quest, the actual raw material as far as the numbers goes, not the specific items in every single one, but just overall raw materials that you need. After that, and then of course the crafting cost, the amount it's going to cost you gold wise to get the job done here. So again, take a look at this: 82,000 materials, over 57 million gold. And then of course, when it comes to the overall materials that you need, again, that costs gold. Just to go ahead and farm all this stuff, it's over a mil, or it looks like it's 10 mil as well, if I'm reading that correctly here. So again, we're looking at over 68 mil, which is crazy because it's just, like I said, it all compiles just out. I mean, it's one thing to have the gold, but now with the just the overall cost and the limitations that were originally set in place for farming and whatnot, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad back in the day because there was no limitations. You could farm all day, but now they made a limitation. However, ComToUs has kind of readdressed that and allowed us, the free-to-play community, to really farm 1,000 a day. So between that and, like I said, some of the changes on the materials here, they made some adjustments. Now, this was pre-Katana. This is post-Katana. So again, I'm going to kind of go back and forth between pre and post so you guys can see the big differences here. Some of the ones that definitely stick out here, the Magic Craft tool, that is a pretty substantial drop here. And again, the overall materials for the foods, you can't see that kind of in this spot here. But one of the things that comes into play is the food, the premium food ingredients. I forget what it's called here, but I guess what I'm gonna have to do, I'm just gonna have to show you. So let's take a look at it here. Let's go to crab kidnapper so you guys can see what I'm talking about. We've already made this one time, and so again, when you take a look at it right now, you're like, oh, that's not too bad. All these cost a little bit here and there, but a lot of these recipes now not just have one way of cooking them, but now they have multiple ways of cooking them, to include utilizing raw materials to go ahead and that from Katana to get it done here. And so again, when you take a look at something like this, if you run out of these specific materials, now you can get yourself an opportunity to get some more between the avocado, like I said, the Katana one here. So a little bit easier to make them. And again, I'm gonna just kind of take a look at it right now. I don't know if there is any available, but I will say this: obviously the market right now is still kind of crazy, with a recent change a month ago. But I mean, if you take a look at this price right here, 260, I ain't gonna lie, man, I'm gonna scoop this stuff up. Every once in a while I see it here or there, and to me 260 for 200 of these is really not too bad at all, given the fact that I'm utilizing it for the resources, right? The profession here, to get myself, the premium food ingredient and all purpose ingredient here. I mean, that stuff, it definitely takes some material here. So again, I'm gonna go, do it like this, bing, bang, boom. Obviously, I haven't grabbed mine. I haven't grabbed mine from the material. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh, this is nice. Wait a minute, what? Oh, this is the auto stop speed. Wait, oh, look at this. I haven't even, this is my first time doing it, obviously. So let's go ahead. We'll stop it right there just to kind of see what it is. But that's nice. Very nice. That's a good update. That's a good update here. But yeah, that's a big change here. Again, the raw materials, obviously they're not all available, on the market. But obviously it's a little bit easier to farm with the auto farming. And now, like I said, every once in a while, if you take a close look, if you're keeping it on the exchange, you'll have somebody that'll randomly put, some certain stuff up there to get it done. But yeah, in addition to that, some of the things that are going to be a little bit cheaper is going to also be the premium craft tools. Let me go ahead and take a look here. So we can go ahead. We're just going to processing so you guys can see some of these materials that are available right now. So the solid lumbers, the lumbers and stuff like that, these are going to be a little bit cheaper because now you can utilize the sticky branch versus the regular branches here. So that's going to be pretty good. What else here? I believe this one as well has, the sticky branch, which is good. And of course the rope as well. You got an opportunity here to utilize these mandragora roots. So again, if you guys are taking a look, like one thing to point out, if you take a look at the market and the market doesn't have any tough leaf or doesn't have anything else, take a look at these and see if you have this material here or see if they have them available in the market. You never know, man. You never know. Now, again, one of the things that'll be coming into play here, these emeralds, they're up there, right? The amount of materials that it take to make is pretty typical, right? 3 versus this one here is 2, and this one, or I can't pronounce, Auriculum Ignit, once again, a little bit less materials, and I mean, just as easy to farm as the other ones here, right? They have their own little, mining source. So, I mean, the overall amount of materials, as far as the lumber and the rope core is the same, but you can use literally less materials overall if you have the katana materials. So again, there's multiple ways to get the job done. And if you look closely, you will notice that, it definitely doesn't cost as much overall when it comes to everything, the gold, the resources, everything done. And let's not forget the fact that we got current events going on every now and again. That's going to, you're going to be able to get double the mats and whatnot. So you can really get yourself quite a bit of stuff. And then in addition to that, let's not forget the simple fact of all the free new quests out there that are giving us free stuff, right? Like, let's take a look if I can find it already. I don't know if I have any of them available here. I mean, the previous quest, and maybe it's not in the actual master quest, but the previous quest had a lot of like moonstones and whatnot. And you will see right here, spellbook for attack, utilities, supreme moonstone, all this stuff. All this stuff here, none of this I crafted, okay? This has all been given to me by the various, different boxes that have been dropping with the events and whatnot here. So if you guys are wondering, where in the world are you getting all these resources to get it done, and why is it coming to you a lot quicker than it should be? I mean, it just comes down to, jumping into the game, doing all the events, making sure that you're collecting all the rewards from the various events that are available here so that you can get yourself some free stuff. Take a look at this, fam. I mean, again, this is nothing to get overly excited about, but if I can find it, let me turn this one around here. Let me turn this one down. There we go. Yeah, like all this stuff here. Yeah, I made probably like 3 of these at all, and this is all given from various quests, events, so on and so forth. So it's one of those things out there that the game is obviously a lot easier than it was earlier. I know Baker's Goods is just dying right now because of the fact of how hard he had to work alongside everybody else out there that jumped into this game. They had to work super hard, especially if they were pay to win to get it done. Again, fam, no kidding, not free to play community. You're looking at almost 4 to 5 months here to get it done as a free to play player. But now with the recent change, you can potentially get it done between 2 to 3, maybe even 3.5 weeks. If you work your butt off here. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Just wanted to go ahead and let you all know kind of what's going on. And so if you are curious about it, take some screenshots here. This is pre-Katana. This is post-Katana. This is the list that you will need to get this completion done. This is the amount of raw materials, the pickaxe, the gloves, the master guide, all that's going to be coming into play in order for you to get this done. And again, you guys are probably wondering why in the world do we get this done? Is it super important? It may not be important for you like early on in the game, especially for you global players out there trying to jump into there right away. Maybe not super important here, but overall, there are certain materials that you can only do with regards to master quests that's going to assist you in various aspects to a game to include, crafting, like I think it's like costumes and stuff like that. There's a couple of things that you only can craft as a master, or you only can sell as a master that people are looking for, people are after, that you can make some good money down the road here on the exchange center. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna be it, fam. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that. Again, shouts out to Baker's Goods one more time. I'll leave his link in the description down below if you guys haven't had a chance to check him out already. He has been on my channel quite a few times here, has been leaps and bounds above the community here when it comes to just being ahead of the game, getting the master quest done, getting the combat power in. He's just been really diving into this game, at 100 miles an hour here to provide you guys the most, like the best, information possible. And for him to be able to share that with me, to share it and then with you guys, I'm obviously really blessed to be able to do that. So again, shouts to Baker's Goods one more time. And again, all of you guys that are clicking on this video, thank you guys so much for your support. If you want to see videos like this and much more, y'all know what to do. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you guys all in the next one. Take care.